last game of the season. Just shows that form at home is important, scoring goals at home is important. That was the most important thing of the day, because taking that forward, then you're building something for the team. And I've got to say, away from home, even the last match, 350 away supporters dressed to kill in their yellow outfits. It was terrific. So there's a lot to take from this season. Well, Lloyd's been a really good recruitment. As he was on the pitch, putting his foot in it and always on the front foot and battling away. His approach to recruitment in an enterprising way, really. His knowledge quickly about the situations. He reads it well. He has good judgment. Abu came on the back of that from Southampton, and he's done well. And it builds up confidence that higher placed clubs can trust us to look after them and give them opportunity.
What sort of reaction do you think the crowd increasing had on the players, had on the squad? Because that was roughly a similar time to when a situation like that starts to clear, the run of good form starts to happen. The crowd at home especially started to grow, and everything seemed to be on an upward curve at the right time as well, going into the business end of the season.
Yeah, we did. We didn't still get the runs. We still didn't get the points in the bag at home until fairly late. But they soon responded when we did. And I think you hope that we start just as strong at home as we did away at the start of next season.
Yeah. And obviously you spoke about Stockport being a highlight for you, but what other games that stand out to you as key moments for this season?
I have to mention Bradford, not just because of the result of 3-0, but the way we buckled up and tackled the real strong headwind in the first half, and made sure that we were still in the game and really attacked the game. It was really pleasing to see. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, so much has changed about the club this year, but so much has stayed the same in terms of the old guard of George Thompson, Jack Muldoon leading the way in terms of goals, assists. For someone that's seen their journey right through the set of divisions with the club, what are your thoughts for them this season to step up and be counted with that?
Well, it's just another added pleasure because they've been with us probably 7 or 8 years. And as I said previously, I think they help to blend the changing room when new boys are coming in. They show the way in terms of the culture, but on the pitch, they're still doing it. And I've got to mention Tomo. He's been a revelation, and particularly since Christmas, where you just can't put him down. He just keeps going and scoring. Yeah. So he's had a terrific season.
Yeah, but obviously their input is obviously combined well with strong recruitment. You look at somebody like Lloyd Carey, another year into his role. Yeah. What are the benefits of having a full-time member of staff like that, and somebody that you and Simon as well as manager trust to get it right in that sense?
Well, Lloyd's been a really good recruitment. As he was on the pitch, putting his foot in it and always on the front foot and battling away. His approach to recruitment in an enterprising way, really. His knowledge quickly about the situations. He reads it well. He has good judgment. I think he's built trust in his judgment. When you look at how his impact has been in the last 18 months, he's done very well. You take Kane Ramsey from Southampton, just straight away got into an attitude about first team football. Lloyd obviously saw something in him that he could adjust into first team. He quickly went on from this season, so there was no doubt where he was going to go. He was always going to move forward. It also, his relationship with clubs is strong, and people like Lloyd as a man, and that adds a lot of weight when we're talking for future recruitment. Abu came on the back of that from Southampton, and he's done well, and it builds up a confidence that higher placed clubs can trust us to look after them and give them opportunity.
Yeah, and obviously going back to the action on the pitch, I know you've enjoyed a lot of spells as chairman here, but that run in January where we went unbeaten and Simon won manager of the month, how was that for you as chairman in terms of a spell of time as a chairman to enjoy?
Yeah, I do remember that, the special times. We need this year. I'd like to see this next season. Let's see us have a cup run. The draw wasn't helping to go to Bolton, and I think we were a bit daunted by that. But we've had good cup runs before, and they really do excite the crowd, particularly the FA Cup.
Yeah, and also looking to next season as well. You spoke a little bit earlier on about the home form and sort of getting a couple of good wins towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
What do you think of that in terms of the mentality of the squad show? Because at that stage of the season, looking like it would be safe, they didn't let up. They kept going and kept that sort of mentality right to address that sort of potential issue from this season.
Yeah, I think Simon, I've heard him say he's probably had 3 or 4 matches where we haven't really turned up. Well, 3 or 4 out of probably, with cup games, probably 50 plus games. I'll settle for that. There was a great attitude in the dressing room.
Yeah, and that way form as well. It seemed that every time we went on the road, there was a belief within the group, a calmness within the group to deal with whatever was thrown at us. How is that for you to see and to witness on the road as well?
Well, I think it's a bit of free spirit, which is good to see, isn't it? Because they're on the front foot. Yeah, and the crowd pick up on that.
Yeah, and obviously now you look at the results like Bradford and Gillingham, 2 big teams at this level. You speak about holding their own in League Two, but these are a couple of teams that we went out and played better than on the day, got the result a play deserved. So experiencing that and knowing how far we've come, was that a reality check for you of this season to come at the end of the season as well?
Yeah, I look forward to next season because of it. It's a very stable squad. And got that experience themselves now. I think they enjoy being at the club. We're still a small club, but I think it's built up of a confident club through off the pitch and on the pitch.
Yeah, and obviously now the challenge comes to improve on that next season. Yeah. What does improvement look like for you on the pitch?
Not getting in front of ourselves. But you'd like to see that kind of performance again through the season. There'll be some dark moments because that's football. But as a group of people, I think we're strong enough to show up again.
Yeah, and obviously a big thing for you has been seeing the last game of the season, 3,000 home supporters at the game. Looking ahead to next season, how important will they be to achieve something like that and achieve that sort of consistent run of results again?
Well, that figure surprised me. Last game of the season just shows that form at home is important, scoring goals at home is important. That was the most important thing of the day, because taking that forward, then you're building something for the team through the crowd, but you're also building better finances going forward. It has an amazing impact when you can get above 3,000 when you've been averaging just over 2. So I think 3 could bring 3.5 because people go back and say, well, that was great. There's plenty of atmosphere.
Yeah. And do you think that's important to have that sort of consistency? You improve on the pitch, but the improvement off it's there as well. You see the new stands going up, but the crowd growing with that as well. And it's not just one part of the club's growing. The club is evolving as a whole to sort of meet its potential as such.
Yeah, I think you need to be at that level to give yourself a fair chance. You go one down in 10 minutes, it's a bigger club and their cops roar, and they've got to get over that. Well, let's see if we can give that same problem to away teams coming here.
Yeah, and obviously on the back of this season, people know the quality we have, probably a wee bit more of a known sort of quality for next season. Does that make it harder to achieve that again and to build on that again, do you think?
No, I think so. I think it is definitely a stepping stone.
Yeah, and obviously off the pitch as well, what does improvement look like for you? We've seen improvement here within the makeup of the ground, but within the crowds as well. So how do you build on that for next year?
well, there must be more shirts around town because our sales on the livery of the team has been staggering. So more shirts, more people seeing the shirts. It's also selling the club.